This cruise ship setup reminds me of my Royal Master promotion trip.
Though this is just a set, it makes my heart flutter.
Let's think of this as a trip and have a good time.
Sounds good! I can still remember vividly the 10-night, 11-day cruise ship trip I took with my family. The magnificent St. Peter's Cathedral, Spain and France. The blue Mediterranean Sea was so very wonderful. I'll remember it for the rest of my life. Since both of you also have Auto Sales Masters pins, all that's left is to go on a real cruise, right?
I'd love for that to happen.
What aspect of Atomy drew you to start? Miss Cha-ok Jin can go first.
Back in the day, I was the queen of insurance. But queens don't reign forever.
That's true. I also used to sell insurance. Insurance isn't a daily necessity, so it wasn't easy to get monthly payments. Before Atomy, I thought that labor income was my only option. But labor income depends on things beyond my control, like the economy or my health. If it suffers, it's cut off. But systematized income is on a different dimension. Currently, the economy is suffering due to COVID-19, but I'm still making a consistent income. Mr. Yoon Ju-shin, how did you start Atomy?
I have quite a lot of experience. I've worked at a major company and ran a private academy. I made a lot of money back then. But then there was the IMF financial crisis. Everything went up in flames. I ran a fried chicken joint and was a chauffeur. I really tried almost every kind of job to succeed. My family was strongly opposed to me doing Atomy.
But what was the reason you got on your knees to beg to do Atomy against their opposition?
Well, there are infinite levels, infinite accumulation, and a compensation ceiling. And hard workers can recognize that the compensation plan is truly just. It is a great system in which, if you work truly hard and consistently, you can surely succeed. I was so overwhelmed. Atomy is truly a big business in which you can succeed without capital.
Just setting up a tiny store requires an incredible amount of capital. Atomy doesn't cost you a cent. Though it's just like setting up your own store, and the product selection, there's everything from toothpaste to health functional products. The products are extremely high quality while the prices are super low. We're bound to succeed. Perhaps you've already become auto sales masters. Because you saw the vision clearly from the start. You know what we call auto sales masters at Atomy, right?
They're a perfect success.
Yes, that's right. Why do we call them a perfect success? Imperial Masters aren't the only successes. We say they're perfect successes because auto sales masters have reached their final destinations through their individual efforts. So today, we will tell you all about the secrets to success for becoming an auto sales master. The first step to success is auto sales master. It doesn't just happen by sitting back and doing nothing. So to be an auto sales master, there's one thing you must do. Our chairman talks about the law of conscience. You have to try the product first and confirm that you like it before you share it with others. You need to have about 50 consumers on your left and right sides each. They should eventually become auto consumers. An auto consumer must know how to buy products and how to register others on their own. They should also know how to introduce new members to Atomy. Then, you make an effort to find partners and contractors to work with. You must make sales of 2.5 million PVs on the left and right sides from the 1st to the 15th or the 16th to the 30th in the second half. But there are times when this could be a bit lacking. Then you can work harder with your partners and consumers to become a sales master. Then you become an auto sales master.
But you don't become an auto sales master just like that. There are ups and downs. Things went downhill after reaching my first goal. I had times when sales were up and down. You can get about $400 a month if you get points once or twice a week. So then, I often thought to myself, is this working or not? You have to let go of those doubts to become an auto sales master.
You got it. My first know-how tip for you is, in no faith, no kingdom stands. That means you can't stand upright without faith. To become an auto sales master, you must first get rid of doubtful thoughts, like will it work or not? Instead, say, I can do it no matter what. It's crucial that you work with this faith. When I first started Atomy, some people laughed at me behind my back. Even my family members opposed. What are you doing with an MLM? And a former coworker asked, I don't understand why you want to try to do an MLM. And they asked, so, how much are you making? That was before I became an auto sales master. I told her about the 63 building. I heard that it took 7 years to construct it. The foundation alone took 4 years, which is more than half the total construction time. Then building 63 floors took only 3 years, so I told her, I'm not building a small house. I'm building the 63 building. That's what I said.
But even when you work with confidence, friends cut you off for doing an MLM. Many people struggle with their relationships getting cut off.
That's right. I've gone through it too. I had a really close friend who went with me everywhere. Thinking about how great Atomy was, I invited her to a seminar. She was very offended and said, would you tell your own kids to do an MLM business? She was angry. She asked how I could try introducing her to an MLM. In other words, she was offended. But I confidently recommended my own kids to try it. My daughter said that she would do it on her own and has become a Sharon Rose master. And that close friend is now a complete loyal Atomy consumer. Many people say that they struggle with damaged relationships. In my case, I use the law of own minds to overcome these situations. People are bound to recognize what's genuine.
But contractors who are just starting out say that they can't sell products. They ask, what's the secret to success for doing business?
That's right. There are those who ask that. I say just one thing to that. Don't try to sell or tell people to buy products. Just show them your better, improved face. Some people might be wondering what I'm talking about. But can't you tell just by looking at all of our faces here? Our faces are glowing. Just by looking at your face, people will ask, wow, how is your skin so great? What's your secret? Then you've already 90% succeeded. People will ask, what cosmetics are you using? What's your secret? All you have to do is respond with this. I use Atomy cosmetics and they're really affordable too. My nickname back in the day was Blackhead Girl. I used Atomy cosmetics consistently and my skin improved. Then people around me started looking into it on their own. I don't have some impressive secret to success. Once you've branded yourself and introduced Atomy's excellent products to others, you will succeed.
Yes, that's right. Trying it once for yourself is far more effective than talking about it 100 times. So, at this stage, I take a picture of myself with a face mask and send it to a group chat once a day.
There's a key reason for branding yourself. Among the 8 steps to success to become an auto sales master, the final one is duplication. You have to make others like you to become an auto sales master. There's the law of the original template. If you're a bad template, then all duplicates will turn out bad, no matter how many there are. So, to be successful, you have to brand yourself and become beautiful first. It's extremely important to change yourself and train to become a good person first. I'm curious about your secret to success as well. Can you tell me about yours?
Mine is really not so special. Just keep at it persistently until you make it. When I do business, my sponsor said this: make a list and reach out to everyone within 3 months. But people can't do that. It's because all they do is debate whether people will buy products or not, or whether others will do this business or not. That's all they think about. But I had no connections, as you know. I made so many mistakes as well. Even my family refused to meet me, which was hurtful. But I couldn't give up either. So I would just go out there, and I would go up to strangers to ask, do you know Atomy? Have you heard of it? I grew an iron-thick skin. I made a lot of partners this way. You have to do this well.
That's right. When you make a list, don't think about whether someone will do it or not. Some people make these assumptions as they make their list, but you shouldn't.
You shouldn't give up when someone rejects you at first. Because I know that behind one person are 250 others. So if you've met someone 10 times, count it as just meeting them once. So my top tip is to go meet people persistently every day. At some point, I made a street Benz team.
Benz?
Yes.
Like the car?
Yes, a street Benz.
What's a street Benz team?
There are food truck owners and food suppliers among my partners. Many of my partners are street vendors. So I call them the Street Benz team. It's thanks to them that I've become an auto sales master.
They probably weren't so friendly from the start. I'm curious how you made them your partners.
I understand your curiosity. There's a plan. On cold days like these, I'll pour a cup of boiling hot tea from a thermos for them like this. I'll serve it to them. If they had lots of customers, I would help out. If they got rush orders, I would help with deliveries, wearing a suit. Sometimes I would even give them wake-up calls at dawn. If you do this a few times and stop, it won't work. Until, when do you have to do it? You have to do it consistently until you make it. You have to do it until you make it. Don't do it halfway and give up. For me, a peanut supplier introduced me to a chestnut supplier. An apple supplier introduced me to persimmon supplier. Then I got introduced to a leather supplier. It kept going on and on like that. Once you earn someone's trust, the road just miraculously unfolds before you.
You're truly persistent.
Thank you. Starting at a stall doesn't mean that you have to stay there forever.
True.
So the Street Benz team are partners who started off with trucks, but will later succeed with Atomy and all drive their own Benz cars. I want all of us to succeed and achieve our dreams together.
Many people think that it takes a big network to become an auto sales master. But if you build trust through consistency and persistence, like Mr. Shin, you can spread out through just one connection. I hope many people remember that this can be your road to success. Now I'm curious about Miss Chaok-jin's secret to success.
My secret to success is my earnest desire to achieve my dreams and goals. I was born into a poor farming family. I wanted to be rich from an early age. But no matter how hard my husband and I tried, we could not become rich. So through Atomy, I earnestly wanted to break the cycle of poverty. I also have various partners who I think of like my own children. And since I know each of their goals and their visions, I want all of us to achieve our dreams together. There's a mother of 6 among my partners. While some people say that they can't work because of their children, the mother of 6 said that she works because of them. So one of my goals is to help my partners achieve their dreams. My secret to success is maintaining that earnestly.
That's right. I think that Miss Jin is a truly impressive sponsor. Shall we turn to a different topic? Due to COVID-19, many people are disappointed that offline seminars have been reduced. I think that there's been some upsides, such as being able to reach more people through online meetings. I'm filming a lot of lectures at this studio as well. Rather, we're doing a lot of cross-training lectures through Zoom. How are you doing business in this COVID-19 age?
The center closed down as soon as the pandemic hit. So I moved the center to my house. Since all of my products, from daily necessities to food, are Atomy's, I found it natural to introduce them. My house is basically like a center. I'm doing small group meetings at my house. We cook with the Atomy pan and try products for ourselves. So instead of me doing a verbal product explanation, I can do direct demonstrations in a real home setting. So it's actually been more effective.
That's right.
I'm 65 years old this year, but I am young at heart. So I post about products on Instagram and Facebook like a young person. Social media is connected to the world so everyone can see it.
That's truly impressive. I'd have thought you were in your early 50s at most.
I thought you were around my age.
You're like a young man on fire.
Thank you.
We've discussed the secret to success for becoming an auto sales master with this dream cruise in the background. Do you have any last words to wrap up? Miss Chaok-jin?
I hope that all our dreams come true and that we gain abundance and health at Atomy, which cherishes the spirit.
Atomy is humane tech, like succeed through super synergy of united hearts.
Let's succeed! The final thing I want to emphasize is that to become a perfect success, you must write your life scenario. If you set a specific goal and unite forces with your sponsors and partners, you can become a perfect success. You know that writing your life scenario is a must, right? Be specific with your dream and goal setting so that we can all meet on this stage of dreams.
Let's meet again!